I may be corrected, but I think this is at the minute the fastest production estate car in the world.
Don't know what you want, I need to know. Don't pick up the phone when I try to call. Tell me what is wrong, oh what is right. What is right? Cause now it's too late, nah, nah, nah. Too late, nah, nah, nah. Too late, nah, nah, nah. Too late, nah, nah. Now it's too late, nah, nah, nah. Too late, nah, nah, nah. Too late, nah, nah, nah. Too late, nah, nah. Now it's too late.
It is a 2021 Taycan Turbo S Turismo Sport, so there's a mouthful for you. Finished in Carmine Red. It's just over 750 horsepower with 1,000 Newton meters of torque. This car is capable of 0 to 60 using launch control in just a shade under 2.6 seconds. And 2.9 normally without launch control. This particular vehicle has carbon ceramic brakes as standard. We've fitted 22-inch wheels to it. We've also lowered it on lowering links and used some spacers to get the stance really right. It has a factory fitted Porsche upgrade body kit. They call it, I think it's called a cross kit. So gloss black and all the stone chip protectors. We've added a rear aero wing to it as well, and we've had privacy glass done to the front. So really, really nice car, awesome colour. 69,995. You build this car today on Porsche app with the spec this has, and I give up all the spec that I knew that it had, and it was £189,000. So this car has lost its biggest chunk. Now these are unbelievable value. This is probably one of the fastest things I've ever drove. There's nothing comes close. Even in the modified world, I think it'd be very hard to come close to this. It's got the full length dash in it. It's got sports chrono, the spec, glass roof, electric tailgate, air suspension. It's got every single bit of spec that you'd want, and I think the Carmine Red with the gloss black is absolutely amazing looking. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this out. We have a special guest today joining us. We're going to get some reactions for him on our launch, if we can get anywhere to do that, just to give you an idea of somebody who has never experienced one of these before. So yeah, let's go get it out in a run. We'll do a bit of a road test on it, give you our thoughts on it along the way. We'll keep this one short and sweet. Next week, we were meant to be doing our big video this week, and we can't give too much away because it's right behind the photographer, but next week's going to be, weather permitting, that this will be the best yet. It was meant to be this week, but unfortunately we got hit with the rain this morning, and you'll understand why it needs to be dry first doing this. So next week, we have all hands on deck with 4 or 5 drivers, and we have some of the most special stuff in Northern Ireland, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Today we have Luke with us. Luke, if you want to tell everybody what you do. We're taking him out for a run on this just to get a reaction. He's been in some fast stuff, but not in one of these. So,
yeah. So my background is film, TV. Worked in the industry for a decade now, and yeah, been in some fast, some fun stuff. But rumor has it these are a breed of their own. So,
yeah, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Been watching some races on YouTube, etc., and these are phenomenal. Believe it or not, I watched one with racing an SVJ and it beat the SVJ in the quarter mile. Now we all know after the quarter mile the SVJ is going to walk it, but up until then they're very good. Yeah. Nice thing I like about it is having 3 kids, comfortable would be the big thing. I love the way you sit down into the car. Head height's good. Love the glass roof as well to let the light in. But yeah, sitting position is phenomenal.
oh my goodness.
And there's a reaction.
Christ.
So that's not even using launch control or fully stamping or anything. Yeah, brakes are phenomenal on it. Carbon ceramics, need to get a wee bit of heat in them, but good. This has 4-wheel steer, which works up to a certain speed as well.
There's no one.
Yep, it's got adaptive suspension in it, so it's our suspension. We put a set of links into it just to get it to sit that wee bit lower. So at every point you turn it up, it just will go up more. It's got gravel mode as well for the full height. Not that I would be wanting to take a car like this on the gravel, but some people a lot of money would. I'm usually not a big lover of grey stroke silver interiors, but I think
This works, yeah.
it needs it. Black would be so boring, so it's quite nice in that way. We'll maybe go this way for a wee change. If we get stopped somewhere, we'll use launch control. So we're setting it under the speed limit and full power.
You have to beat this.
A lot of electric stuff can be quick off the line.
That's ridiculous.
But this is quick on a roll too. This reminds me, the first time I drove this, it reminds me of the first time I drove a Tesla Model 3 Performance. Or
on steroids, like, Jesus.
Yeah, or a Model S 90D. I was the first Tesla I owned, so that gives me the same buzz of when I owned that, which is phenomenal. So I'm going to try and stop here, and we'll try and get launch control if I can. So literally, foot flag to the brake, full on accelerator, launch control activated, and we're off.
Yeah, that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, just got down to the speed limit there in no time at all.
0 to 40. Jesus Christ.
So you can't explain to people, you know, if you haven't been in it.
No.
Tom's been in it before, and even like it's still impressive every time.
Yeah, that downshift as well.
Yeah. It's the headrest, and there's nothing you can do about it.
So here's the thing about a Sport Turismo. Here's the pluses. Bigger boot space. Now, not a massive amount because of the slope. The biggest thing, Tom's sitting in the back. Tom's quite tall. Headspace and a Turismo is so much more, and that is a big thing on them. And also, they look so much better. Because not only did you get beat by an electric car, you could beat by an electric estate car. In terms like, I have fast motorbikes, everything, and there's nothing that'll get the 80, 90 mile an hour like this does 100 mile an hour. It's
as good as it gets. 100%.
Yeah, it's insane. And you know the nice thing about it is, it's so comfortable. You know, anything else that has this performance is going to be a hypercar. Not even many supercars these days can do these numbers. It's probably going to be a hypercar, and you'll just felt there when we go through. So we have it in Sport Plus, suspension hardest setting, lowered, and it's on 22, so it still feels like a 911. You know, it's got that real raw, really, and you know, every wee movement you put in, you can feel the movement in the car, which I think is where they've really nailed it. The Tesla is good in terms of electric stuff, but you're putting a 200 grand car up against a 70 grand, 60 grand car. So this is up for sale. It is my car, to be honest. And I know all salesmen say they don't care if they sell it, but I actually don't. When it goes sort of thing. You know, but look, and you'll feel the 2-speed box in it, which is pretty good too. And the handling is just so good.
Rails.
And you feel every bit of the road, which some people don't like that. And if you don't like it, you just turn the sport button round to normal. But I really like that, the fact that it feels like a sports coupe. And the brakes are just like so good. Like that's literally just a wee dab just before we come in. But
it's so flat.
Yeah. You feel that 2-speed sort of. They're the only one with a. I don't know if it's a 2-speed boxer how it actually works. But it's got 2 gears in it, and this and the e-tron RS, I think, is the only car that has that. And people's like, yeah, you can buy an RS e-tron for less money. To be honest, they're not a hell of a lot less, like for like. And you're still driving an Audi over a Porsche, and they don't have the finish inside. They are a good-looking car, in my opinion, but they're not as pretty as these.
No, not as,
So they're
not as much.
And it's just every corner you can come to, you can get in and out of the corner so quick. Like, the speed gathers up so fast. Like, if you squeeze on it, it doesn't feel heavy. It's 2.3 ton. It does not feel heavy.
Good God. You actually feel the blood lift out
Get
your
in
legs.
your own lane.
There we go.
And now we can test the ceramic brakes because somebody's pulled out in front of us with no indicator or even looking.
Nice.
I actually, do you know what? A lot of cars I don't like the noise that they make trying it, but this sounds, it's like
it's doing
Star
something,
Wars or something.
Yeah.
So some people aren't a lover of self-drive. I know, Tom, you have a Tesla, and obviously I've had one as well. I know you have one. But I think the self-drive is actually brilliant. I think it's such a good feature. My wife hates it if I'm driving. She's like, put your hands back on the steering wheel. And I'm like, no, but this is technology. And she goes, no, but technology can go wrong, but it is a good function. Adaptive cruise, lane guidance, lane assist, everything. But yeah, and there's me going for the wheel again already, even though it was going around the corner.
Just the process.
Yeah, but yeah, lovely car. Sports chrono in it as well. It's got all the timing equipment on it. I could go into every single thing, but The main things are panoramic roof, ceramic brakes, 22s, slightly lowered, which we can put back to standard as well. This car is 69,995 and excellent value at that as well.
100%.
I think this is a one-car garage. If depending on the mileage, to do about 200, range is about 200, but some people say it's not great, but the charging facilities now have got a lot better. A lot of the BP pulses, if any of you guys have used them, you know, they do give you a massive boost in a short space of time. So if you plan your journey, you shouldn't really be caught out. You know, if you're going to do a 600 or 700 mile journey, well then all the time it won't be the car for you. But it would be a brilliant family car stroke super saloon at the same time. That can show up a lot of heavy machinery. I just love that feel.
So flat.
And we're not even like trying overly hard.
No,
we're just
could do a lot more than that.
But yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah,
it's
it's
very
just
impressive.
And even like we're driving just into a normal town now, just normal speeds, and it still feels lovely. To be honest, I never have it out of Sport Plus because that's the feel that I want. The heavier steering, you know, the throttle pedal, the noise, the height, and the suspension. You put it in normal mode, it's actually quite soft and feels really, really nice. And the gravel mode, it just literally lifts everything up.
And no tax.
And no tax, yeah. Well, I think they're changing that at the minute.
Yeah, it's coming in April.
Let's look at our government. I think it actually may be in now, but it's still not astronomical. Again, you've got to look at the performance car that you're driving.
Yeah.
So to charge this at your house, depending on your rate, you're between 10 and 12 pounds for 200 miles. Like even if you're driving it really hard and you get 160 miles, you will not run anything for that money.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. That's what makes the electric stuff so good. And obviously maintenance-wise, because to maintain a Porsche is quite expensive.
Yeah, but there's nothing to go wrong.
There's nothing to go wrong in these. Your carbon ceramics, which should probably outlast the car. And you use your brakes a lot less as well, because obviously you've got like a wee bit of regenerative and things like that as well. And you know the good thing about them is they don't have the 1 foot driving like a Tesla. You can use both pedals.
A real car.
Yeah. So this is pretty much a super saloon that's electric, and Porsche, even with the shape of this car, have nailed it so well. I think it's such a pretty looking car, because like Teslas are nice, but you do need to have them kitted and have wheels on them. We'll probably all agree with that, just to make them look that wee bit special.
Yeah, have a chance,
Yeah, and I think most of the electric stuff's got, you need to do wheels, dechrome, you know, get them a bit lower, put an aero kit on them. But this has night vision too. Don't ask me what night vision does, but I don't think it means that you can drive your eyes closed or anything. But it is a function on it that I've never tried, and it's got Ano drive, if that pronunciation is right, which is pretty much the self-driving. So yeah, really, really spec. So all you need to do now is just get onto the website, fill in the finance request form, and it can be yours. As simple as that. Obviously, we'll take trade-in, part exchange, clear your own finance and things like that, providing you're in positive equity with it. And even if you're in a wee bit of negative, we might be able to sort that for you as well. So give us a call on the usual number, and obviously like, subscribe, share. I can nearly get that out. Like, subscribe. You'll not even cut this out.
Oh, 100%. Know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I've said it every video. So